Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live 0080. Made it to 80. My goodness. Hashtag monkey. So, so let's take a look in the notes section here. Let's see what we have. In the notes section, you're going to find Bitcoin Gold pre-launch from the Coin Market Cap. You'll see what the price is. Also, in the notes section, you're also going to see Bitcoin Gold markets. So I got a link for that if you want to know where the markets are being traded right now, at least from Coin Market Cap. And then I'll go over that in the video here. I may or may not be 10 minutes long, but we'll see. I'm loosening up on the time frame. Also in the notes section is the Wolf of Wall Street Aerotyne phone cell. So if you want to get an idea of what today was like, as far as the people waiting around, speculating, moving their coins to different exchanges, watch that video. Um, that that's what it was like today, from what I could tell. That was the atmosphere. And of course, you have the meme for today, what you're looking at, which is hashtag yes2x. And you got, obviously, these aren't monkeys, these are baboons. But I think you get the point. I kind of made it about the development team of the different forks of Bitcoin. You could also put implementations, but basically monkey see, monkey do. So I got core, I got ABC, which would be Bitcoin Cash, SegWit 2x, and then B Gold or Bitcoin Gold, whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be developers. I just made it that way because, well, why not? But it could be like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin Cash, BT2, SegWit 2x coin, and then Bitcoin Gold. It's pretty much similar. Or you could, there's a lot of people that were just literally following the money here. And again, it was monkey see, monkey do today. Um, I'll get into a little bit later, but let me just go over the notes section here. I also have in the notes the link to the pot of gold. I'll get to that later, and there's the address if you want to send. And if you do send, you might be also be sending some Bitcoin Gold. I have not done any transactions today. Matter of fact, all the transactions I did yesterday are still pending, and some of my coins are also still pending. So I'm not sure if they were captured in the snapshot of the Bitcoin Gold hard fork, or fork, I should say. But we'll see. We'll see. A lot of the mempool has come down quite a bit. It was like almost 30,000 this morning. And the timing of Bitcoin Gold kind of screwed everything up. I was expecting the 25th. Well, today's the 23rd, so it was two days ahead of schedule. So you could tell a lot of people were scrambling all over the place to send their Bitcoin to all the different exchanges or pull them out. Um, anyways, let me just finish up here. Also in the note section, I have Hiroja Shibe's Space Odyssey Network, her link as well. So go check out her channel. So here we go. All right, so let's take a look in the chat here. I got Brian. Brian's in the chat. Good to see you. Flapping Plemis. Good to see you too. Powder Monkey 99. This is the first time I've seen you in here. How you doing? And then Tomcat. It's been a while. Spank. Hashtag Spank Monkey. Very funny. Bitcoin is dumping. Should I sell all? Of course. Sell it all. Flapping Plymouth. Sell all of it. So, anyways, let me talk a little bit about the exchanges. I mean, the surprising news that I got, or that I was a little surprised, was Bitfinex. And after thinking about it, I could understand why Bitfinex would all of a sudden, last minute, try to offer Bitcoin Gold. I have a theory on it. I think it's because they may have some issues with liquidity of coins on their exchange. So as other exchanges were accepting coins or accepting Bitcoin splits, that they were all of a sudden having a run on the bank on their exchange. So people were probably withdrawing their Bitcoins out of Bitfinex. And Chase that coin, how you doing? So a lot of people were probably pulling their coins, their Bitcoins out of Bitfinex. And I think Bitfinex probably realized that if they don't offer to split Bitcoin Gold, they're not going to have a much they're not going to have much Bitcoins on their exchange. So they all of a sudden, just last minute today, offered to split and also to trade on the exchange on their platform. They're not I don't know how long before they're letting to withdraw. I was actually listening to um, Whalepool TeamSpeak. They were streaming live on YouTube, and Phil Potter was on there as well, explaining everything. And of course, he's always on there, and I'm assuming he's talking to the Whalepool because they got a lot of Bitcoins. Supposedly, they're whale traders, and that may be the reason why he's always there, and he's trying to get them to send the coins over to Bitfinex. So that's what I was listening to all day for the most part. And I've also heard I was listening while the block was the snapshot of the block was happening, and people were like trading right away. They were dumping, and I could tell that it seemed like they could withdraw at least their Bitcoin from Bitfinex. So they're getting their Bitcoin Gold. I think the Bitcoin Gold is staying on the exchanges, but their Bitcoin could be withdrawn from Bitcoin Gold. So withdrawn from Bitfinex. So the Bitcoin could be withdrawn from Bitfinex. That's what I heard on the live stream from the Whalepool channel, TeamSpeak, but I'm not on there. I can't confirm or deny that. Anyways, let me go into the next section here. So what I noticed was, as one exchange opened up, allowing uh, Bitcoin Gold splits, other exchanges also started allowing that, and it was a cascade effect. Um, what is Bitcoin Gold worth? Let me get into that a little bit later here. So here's the Bitcoin pot of gold. I don't know if you want to send. It's probably not safe, but I guess if you watch this in a couple days later or a week later, here it is. Donate to the Bitcoin pot of gold. It's probably less than $10 now because the price is crashing. But oh well, there you go. All right, so um, I'm going to put this meme in here because the price is dipping right now as we speak. Let me take a look at the current price here and see what what it is right now. And we'll get into the Bitcoin Gold price, which I was a little surprised to see how high it was in the futures price. So the current price on Bitcoin Wisdom for a Bitstamp is $5,655.92. And boy, did it crash. Let's see what the intraday low was. The intraday low was $5,534.30. Um, I might even do a quick chart analysis just to see how things are going. Uh, so Bitcoin dominance dipped around 55%. As you notice, the altcoins are increasing in their valuation. It'll be interesting to see how long that holds up. Um, the question is now: is the bear coming? I don't know if the bear is coming just yet because we're in a unicorn market. But if this is an indication of what's going to happen with books or split coins, especially ones that have no replay protection, basically when SegWit 2x comes out, which is a bigger deal, okay, you may see a run up in price again. Maybe we'll get to the all-time high or barely make an all-time high. But I think you'll see the same scenario. People are just going to get the free coins. And I think a lot more exchanges are going to be open to SegWit 2x splitting, at least offer them, and even actually have a platform, because it was a great opportunity for the exchanges that had that offered the split as well as a marketplace. They just gained a lot of business. They just had a lot of volume go through their exchange, and they're probably making a lot of money. So it may be a headache, as maybe some exchanges kind of explained it. It may be a hassle, but considering that people were pulling their bitcoins off one exchange and putting it onto another exchange, that might be dangerous for some exchanges. They may want to put some coins. They don't want their coins to be taken out because it's a liquidity issue, especially if you have margin trading. It's going to cost a massive um, margin call as bitcoins or whatever altcoins they have get pulled off of their exchange. So that's an issue. But I would anticipate a bearish market if, from what I'm seeing, because it looks like the price is coming down, and it goes to show that these dividends, they kind of act in the same way as stock dividends. Right before a dividend, the price gets a bump, and then right when the dividend happens and after the dividends, people sell out of those stocks and they collect their dividend, and then they just invest the dividends into something else. Um, they, in this case, it was altcoins, and that's what you got. You got a bump in altcoins and a dip in Bitcoin. So, and of course, SegWit 2x is still on the horizon. So I would expect something similar to what you saw today for SegWit 2x. So let me move on to the next one here. So if you wanted to know the price of uh, Bitcoin Gold, at least a pre-launch, I don't know if anybody's really trading or not. I think Yobit is trading. I could push refresh here and see if we can get it's at 420, and we'll take a look at the the chart here if it loads up fast enough here, and you can see at one point it was trading at almost $600, and now it's being sold off, as you can tell, and the Bitcoin value is going down. That's for sure. Let's see what Bitcoin value it is. It's 0.074 for one Bitcoin gold, and then US dollars at 420. So let me go ahead and take a look at the marketplace. This is the pre-launch, but looks like it's pretty accurate. because I'm looking at Yobit, Bitcoin Gold to Bitcoin. Yobit's probably the largest in volume so far listed here, and it's at 422.25 right now, which is 92% of the volume on the coin market cap. And so um, it's still a lot of money. It's actually Bitcoin Gold is worth more than Bcash. So it's very surprising. Let's see how long it can maintain this price. Um, from this chart and looking at it, it looks like it's going to continue to trend downwards. So and I'm not sure if the developers have dumped their coins or not, or they're holding them. I think there's a good chance they probably did dump them on select exchanges that they knew that they would be able to dump on. Probably gave the exchange some money to have their coins on there as soon as possible. The question is now, how how much more is it going to go down, and how much of a concern for replay protection? So right now, we can all assume that the Bitcoin Gold coins are most of them are on exchanges. Probably most of them. Mine's not, but I'll have to see if I can split them myself. So there you go on that. And then let's do a quick chart analysis here. So I'm on Bitcoin Wisdom, and I'm on the weekly here. And here we go. Okay, so I'll do a quick chart analysis and I'll go back to the meme. But as you can see here, you have 3 areas where it peaks and then it dips, and you can see the gap. You can see these little gaps right here. Full screen. There we go. So you can see gaps right here, and then right here, and as well as right here. So I think the price is going to be dipping down and possibly to test the 5,100 area again, or 5,000, because you can see on the weekly it's dipped down from the sell-off from the Bitcoin Gold sell-off. Now, the question remains when it gets to November, which is let me see, 3 more weeks. So in about a 3-week period, are we going to see 3 candlesticks? So this is this week, candlestick right here. Are we going to see 3 more candlesticks come down and to test the 5,100? I suspect yes. And the worst case scenario, it actually may go out to 3,500. And another thing is that I'm looking at the RSI as well down here, and you could see that it's starting to crest. It's really starting to crest here. And if I zoom in closer on the RSI, you'll see that it peaked out here, although it doesn't mean the price is going to peak out. But you see the trend starting to push it downwards. And we'll see if this is another peak here before it dips down below 70. And it may make smaller and smaller highs on the RSI, but it'll still be able to push up the price. And so whether it pushes up all the way to 10,000, that remains to be seen. But the fact that the RSI is starting to wane down, and this overall RSI here is starting to look like it's starting to crest, because let's face it, the price cannot just continue to go higher and higher. It might, but what's the point of having the price go up to 100,000 or 10,000 when um, it's hard to use your Bitcoin or even convert it to cash as people banks accounts gets closed, and you could probably buy a Lambo, but how many Lambos do you need? So Flapping Plymouth said your Coinami experience was pretty easy and preferable to having an exchange do it for you. That's good news. That's good to know. I have not split mine yet. I don't see the rush. And I'm also waiting to hear if there's any replay protection issues, if if that's a problem. So let me see here. Let me close this out now. Now I gave you my short chart analysis here. We can go on to this, back to this meme. So um, there's probably a good chance, again, that Bitcoin and SegWit 2x hard fork, you're going to see something similar. The only difference is it'll be interesting to see if anything can be done on one of the chains that has less hashing power. That's the only difference. Other than that, that's my only concern. Other than that, I think Bitcoin Gold was a good way to see what might happen with SegWit 2x. And so exchanges that accepted to split your coins for Bitcoin Gold are probably going to be the same exchanges that's going to help split your coins for SegWit 2x. And also the exchanges that have offered to trade on their platform for Bitcoin Gold, they'll also be trading your SegWit 2x coins. So whatever you did for this hard fork for Bitcoin Gold, expect to do, if you've already traded or you already done your thing, expect to do the same with the SegWit 2x hard fork coming up in November. So expect to do that. And also expect the same results where you're going to get a ramp up in price. So we have about a 3-week period in which the price will probably go into alts. So all the money that was in Bitcoin is going to alts because you can see the coin market cap starting to dip. It was like 58% Bitcoin dominance. Now you're seeing it at 56. You probably see around 55. It'll probably range a little bit. And then as soon as you get close to the hard fork for SegWit 2x, you'll start to see the price ramp up again where people are going in to get free coins. And SegWit coins, let me see something here real quick. SegWit futures actually are showing up as a higher price. Let's have a look at SegWit futures real quick. So look at the futures for SegWit. So this is probably going to drive the price up higher. There's a really good chance that this is going to drive up the price higher. And look, it's already peaking out. It's already, as we're getting closer and closer to the hard fork, you can see the futures showing it going at a higher price. Right now it's 0.18 Bitcoin or $1,043. Let me see. Powder Monkey, yes. Chase that coin. You're saying trade alts until 2x. Are you saying that because it's not safe to trade your Bitcoin or transfer your Bitcoins right now, and you're seeing alts as a way to just move money around and trade and stuff? That might be a good option. I think a lot of people are scared. The problem with having your coins on exchanges is now, you're stuck there. So of course you have no choice. I mean, you can trade your Bitcoin as well for alts and do all these other things, but you just can't move anything. So I think the reason why you see altcoins go up in value is because you can't pull out your Bitcoin. So of course you're going to have to go and buy an altcoin and move it out. Of course, what exchange are you going to go to? You can't really. So you have to buy the Ethereum, Litecoin if you want to cash out the Coinbase. Um, Not too much peer-to-peer market. Bitcoin's probably the most liquid peer-to-peer market, but that's going to be, very slow for some time until we figure out what the damage of no replay is. Let me see here. SegWit, the node don't have to upgrade. SegWit 2x, the nodes don't have to upgrade. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with the SegWit 2x hard fork. But if Bitcoin Gold is worth at the point at the height, it was worth 600. SegWit is still trending up in the price, and that may be worth 1,200 by the time we actually get to the hard fork, or maybe even higher. uh, I would expect, for the next 3 weeks, Bitcoin to kind of go down in price. And then as it gets closer to November 18th, and you might have to watch the block time, because what I noticed with this is the Bitcoin Gold was expected to be October 25th. It's October 23rd right now. So it was 2 days early. And the mempool, let me see if I can show you the mempool. The mempool is also still clogged. Let's have a look at the mempool real quick. Oh, Chase that coin, you're saying repeat. So repeat, wash, and then make money. Repeat, wash, and make satoshis. Okay, yeah, I guess you can do that if you feel like trading. So look, the mempool is already dropping. It's dropping so fast. It peaked out at 30K, and soon as after Bitcoin Gold and the hard fork at the block time, after that point, everyone got their coins, and you see no one's able to transfer anything. So the mempool is quickly sinking. Last time I checked, it was at 12,000 before the show. Now you're seeing it at 10,000. So it's almost at 3 transactions per second. And I think you're going to see very, very little transactions in the next few days, because everyone's coins are locked up, at least on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin blockchain. As far as the other altcoins, you may pick up an activity as they try to arbitrage and move their money around and see if they could, pick up a few more satoshis, as Chase that coin would say. Um, yeah, this is going to be interesting. My transactions from yesterday are still unconfirmed, so I don't know where I stand on the Bitcoin Gold thing, but it doesn't matter for me. I'm not interested. So in the next couple of days, um, I'm going to try to split my coin. I'll do Coinami. If it was really that easy, then I'll do Coinami. Um, and then after that, I'm not sure if I want to do paper transactions or paper wallets from my private key, um, because I would have to move them, and I'm not sure if I'm really interested in moving anything yet until I get something. I'd rather have other people make a mistake and learn from their mistakes than to make a mistake on my end, even though it's only like probably $5 worth of Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah, Tomcat. The greed is great around here. The greed is great. So looks like the mempool is dropping, and hopefully by morning it'll go back down to almost nothing. As you see the price drop, the mempool will drop. So We'll see what happens. Let's cut that out. So let's go back to here. So something similar for SegWit 2x. And if anything, if you learned anything from this round, uh, you still have to deal with the exchanges. Um, see what happens to the price. See how long it takes them for you to withdraw your coins. All right, and then also be careful of replay. So don't move your coins just yet. Don't move your coins just yet. Hold on to your coins. If you're on the exchanges, you probably want to use altcoins to move your money around. And if you're interested in cashing out, use some of the other altcoins to cash out and do your thing on Coinbase or whatever exchange that you have an account with to cash out. On the peer-to-peer market side, it looks like I won't be doing anything because I'm not interested in losing my Bitcoin. I'll lose some of my Bitcoin Gold if I do anything, but I won't be trading peer to peer. That's for sure. Oh, how you doing, dual overhead Camness? Buy the dip. Dual overhead Camness says buy the dip, and yes, you should buy the dip because I think there is going to be one more surge in the price related to SegWit 2x, but the next 2 to 3 weeks before the hard fork, uh, you'll probably see a reduction in the price on Bitcoin. It just seems like it's trending that way right now, and there's a slight correction. But ABC, Brian, if you want to know what ABC is, that is the Bitcoin Cash Development Team. They're called ABC Development Team, and that's kind of the name that I saw on the Bitmain blog when they talked about hard forking before or on or right before the user activated soft fork. So that's what that is. ABC is a development team, and Core, Bitcoin Core, is another development team. I really want to do the meme as a as a development or the different implementations of Bitcoin. And there's many. There's Bitcoin One, as I should have put Bitcoin One for SegWit 2x, but I'm not too sure if that's what it's going to be or it'll evolve. B Gold was B Gold, but there's like I think Bitcoin Knots. I mean, there's different implementations. The point of this was to have basically what you're seeing is you're seeing a monkey see monkey do effect here, where when one group, mostly a dominant group, does something, everybody else will just follow and do the same thing. They just kind of watch and you know monkey see monkey do kind of a scenario. uh, and you'll start seeing this. I mean, not only does this apply to the development team, I mean, look what happened to the exchanges. One exchange started offering splitting your coins, then all of a sudden all these other exchanges did, and what started out as an offer to split the coin all of a sudden became an offer to trade your coins. And then the exchanges that were holding out or didn't say anything, I think they quickly realized that their Bitcoins were being withdrawn to move to these other exchanges, and they were losing business. And so it was a monkey see, monkey do for the exchanges as well. And not only that, but people do this a lot too. Now you're going to see a lot of videos. You're going to see a lot of people come out with videos giving you suggestions on what they're doing with their B Gold, what their plans are for SegWit 2x, what they're doing with their altcoins, and you're going to see more monkey see, monkey do. So, anyways, I'm getting to the end of the show. Let me see. What has it been? It's been like half an hour. So it's been a half an hour here. Let me go over a few. Let me go over the pot of gold one more time. So donate to the pot of gold. I didn't put any treasure hunt in this video because I just didn't want to move my coins because of the replay protection. I didn't want to take any chances. But there is a pot of gold. Maybe later you can donate to it. But there's some in it right now if you want to crack the code. So there you go. Let me return back to over here. And of course, buy the dips, as dual overhead Camness would say. All right. Anyways, this concludes this episode here. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye now.